Hey everybody, so I decided I wanted to do this video real quick. I don't really know where it's gonna go or what I'm gonna say, but it's just like I know I need to take a break from my page because like it's just been a lot of like not regular normal stuff going on besides the pandemic and everything. And like, you know, I lost another one of my aunts this year. And then we came on the anniversary of my cousin's, you know, being killed or whatever. So it's been a lot going on, and I just been dealing with stuff like emotionally, like personally with myself, and like, you know, just the whole coming out thing about my status and everything. Which I've been doing very good with. I'm still on top of everything that I need to do. It's just stuff that I know I need to work on and fix for myself and figure out. And I've been doing really good with that. And then the apartment thing, that's been going very well. And I've definitely been trying to stay on top of that. So I feel proud of doing that and keeping myself working, even though I'm not working in the field that I'm used to working in. I'm feeling good about that, but it's just like now that this whole pandemic has happened, I feel like people are, you know, their emotions are on high, because I know it. Like even when I'm at where I'm working at, you know, certain customers that come in the store and they just be like, they don't be in a really good or pleasant mood, so they feel like they want to come in and try to take that anger or emotions out on you, when that's not, I don't think that's really cool. And then you're putting that energy off on me, so it's putting me in a, you know, not a good mood or whatever, or state or whatever. And you know, I don't feel like that's fair, but that's not really why I wanted to make the video today. I just feel like, you know, people still can tell who you are for the most part, like when you're out and about. And like, you know, because people are chose to previously deal with personally as far as like a relationship thing, and because I'm not dealing with them now, I think people are like, you know, they're on their side or whatever, and they giving me the, you know, the snooty looks and remarks and all this other stuff. But you know what, at the end of the day, you know, that didn't have nothing to do with you. That had to do with me and that person, whoever I chose to deal with at that time. That had to do with me and them. And if it's to the point where we not gonna work anything out, or we choose not to talk to each other anymore, that has nothing to do with you. It has to do with me and that person, and that's where it's just gonna be. I've been trying to like work on myself. I'm not like pressuring myself to be in a relationship with nobody. That's not where I'm at right now. I'm just working on keeping myself, you know, healthy, as far as doing what I need to do for myself, making sure I have a roof over my head, food on my table, something to eat, and all that other necessities that I need. Like some of the other stuff that people be so worried about now, I can't even be worried about it, because either I'm gonna have it or I'm not gonna have it. Like if it's meant for me to get that type of stuff, then I will. But if it's not, then maybe it's meant for me to have that at a later date. So I'm not trying to rush it. But then I feel like people be trying to like, you know, push my buttons, trying to find a way to get to me, to get on my nerves, because they be dealing with their own personal issues, and they feel better when they try to, you know, bother the next person to try to get them in a messed up mood. So they want to come do stuff to them to try to get them in a messed up mood when they going through stuff themselves, which is, that's not good or whatever either. And whoever I've dealt with, exes, whatever they want to be called, or whatever I want to call them, and whoever they dealing with now, that has nothing to do with me. You know, even if I am supposedly looking on your page and you looking on mine, which I'm leaving public, all of my social media pages public for a reason, because I want to, I choose to. And if I wanted to make them private, I got that option to do that too. But I choose to keep my pages open, because I want people to understand me in what I might be going through, whether it's good or bad, or how I'm progressing and how I'm trying to maybe even make awareness to somebody that's going through something like what I'm going through, to make them know that you don't have to give up. You can keep going, you know. You don't have to give up. It's no reason to, you just gotta like block out a lot of stuff and just try to ignore it, or do your best to ignore it. Find ways to ignore it, because it's always gonna be somebody in the, the background or the sideline trying to mess up what you got going, no matter where you at, whether you at having a certain amount of money a week, or if you at having $1 million a week or a month or whatever. There's always going to be somebody trying to like deter you from doing what you need to do, and you just got to stay focused and stay away from that. Like, sometimes I do get a little frustrated, and I do like sometimes tend to curse or whatever, but that's something I have to work on, because I'm not perfect, and I don't want to be perfect. I don't want nobody to view me as perfect, because I'm not viewing them as perfect. Even though they having different situations and stuff going on than me, don't make you perfect. Don't make you better than me. I don't make myself better than you, because like I said, at the end of the day, I still have to go through what I have to go through and deal with it and get through each day that I am given and make the best of it. And I feel like right now I have been doing that. You know, and it's crazy, because it's like you see certain people too that you actually like, you might have went to school with or something, and then they be looking at you all crazy. It's like, damn, like, did I really do something to you for you to be having that type of energy or vibe towards me? Like, like I actually did something to you, and I know I haven't done anything to you, but it's like, then you gotta just be like, okay, whatever, and just move along, because I'm realizing I can't please everybody. I can't please people that I consider real close friends or friends. I can't please people that are even coworkers. I'm definitely not gonna be able to please my family. And I know I'm trying to do that. I've tried to do that a lot of times, and I can't do that. I can't do it for nobody. I only could please myself. So anything that I do, I have to do it for me. I'm not doing it for, I am doing it for somebody or some more, multiple people. But it would be, if I had to say, if I was doing it for somebody, it would be for my two moms, which are Doris Francine Maddox, who gave birth to me, and Diane Maddox, who raised me. Them the two that I am doing this for. Me and mommy Diane, we bump heads a lot of times about stuff we talk about, but at the end of the day, I would never trade her for anybody else in the world, because she been here through everything. Only thing she didn't do was be the chosen one to give birth to me, but she still has been there through everything, along with my birth mother, going back and forth to see her in the Bronx, or talking to her before she actually got me. So I know we bump heads a lot, but I love her. She's the only mom I do have now that's alive. I would have loved to have a relationship with my birth mother, because I always sometimes think about that, like how it would have been or whatever, for me and her to like actually got to know each other and talk to each other, and maybe even have arguments and make up and all that other stuff. Like, I think about it a little bit. I look at her pictures a lot, of what I have right now, and I just be like staring at it, because I don't know, I just be wondering, because I'm never gonna get that. But I know she's with me, and she's been making me keep my head up, and to keep going and everything. But it's just like, when you go through so much stuff, or you've been through so much stuff in your life already, you like right now, I've been wanting to have a change of scenery. Like, I've been wanting to move out of state, like me and Snow, for me and him to move somewhere. I don't know where, but definitely somewhere warmer than where I'm at. I don't think I could deal with no more cold weather. But But that's just something that, you know, I have to put aside right now because of the whole COVID thing, and then just trying to figure out my whole health situation, like being able to have the same kind of care and stuff that I have here. Would I be able to get that where I would want to move to? So I have to have that more planned out before I actually do it, because I can't just up and go. Like, I can, but I can't. So I don't know. And, you know, like, I know who's really loyal to me and who just putting on a, like, facade or whatever, you know, because, you know, they just trying to make themselves look better than what they is. And then, like, people like that, I just, you know, I might deal with you, but I don't have to deal with you, you know, on a regular basis. I'll deal with you from a distance, or when I need to, or if I have to deal with you, I'll deal with you. But if I feel you like that, then I'm not gonna, like, you know, I'm just gonna try to keep myself away. And you know, I kind of been doing that even before this whole COVID thing. I just was just working and coming home because that's what I'm just used to doing. And I'm just used to being a homebody because, you know, I was a homebody when I was in my school years, you know, other than going to my cousin's house, being with them all the time, or going to my best friend's house. Other than that, I was home. Even when I got to, like, be a teenager where I could go out and actually do, like, clubs and stuff, I wasn't into all of that. So I know I'm a different type of female, but I don't care about none of that. I care about doing stuff that I like to do. And if that's me choosing to want to be home, then that's me. You know, that's what I want to do. So ain't nobody gonna change that. Like, I'm too old up in age now. It's crazy to believe that or think that I'm 36 years old now, but I am, and I'm very proud of that, because that's not easy to come by. You know, some people are not guaranteed to live to see 36 years old. And I just hope that for every day and every week and every month that I'm given more time to work stuff out and get better at stuff and just progress and be able to do more, have more. Definitely all of that. And I know I got issues that I gotta work out, even with myself and my family. I just hope that we can get that all straightened out, because, like, we starting to lose family members. Like, you know, we lost a few within the last few years, and that has not been easy whatsoever. Especially this last two. Yeah, that's been very hard. I don't want to start crying or anything, but you know, people try to judge you all the time, but you know, they don't understand you until they actually go through something that you had to go through, or experience something that they never thought that they would have to go through. Then they want people to feel, you know, understand them, but you gotta understand somebody else before, you know, I don't know, I feel like before you can try to judge somebody, because you never know if you gonna have to go through something like that too. You don't know when in your life you're gonna have to go through something really serious, or it might even be more than one event that might be serious. And how are you gonna handle that? How are you gonna deal with that? How are you gonna keep going? Are you just gonna keep going, or are you gonna decide to just give up? So, you know, I take a lot of stuff in, and I be thinking about a lot of stuff. I think that's why people think I'm just so, I don't know, they be trying to call me crazy or this, that, whatever. You say whatever you want to say. But I know I am a very passionate person, because if I get to talking to you, I like to talk about anything, you know. I'm really open to a lot of stuff, talking about a lot of stuff. I think that's why in the past I decided to write a lot of stuff down in that journal that I had, the last one that I did have. I decided to write down how it was a lot of my feelings, or whatever was going on, that's why I did that. It wasn't just doing it just to do it, or because I knew something was going to happen where, like, you know, I end up losing it, which was not my fault. But when did start that journal off, I did feel it like, you know, if somebody was to ever get their hands on it, I want them to be able to read it and just kind of be able to understand, not where you're gonna be putting up judgment, but to understand that, you know, you don't know what nobody's going through, you know, until you actually maybe sit down and talk to them, or you even get to know them, you know, because so many people can start off their life with having so much events or situations, traumatic events, that you don't know how they're going to turn out, or how they're going to deal with it, how they're going to cope with it. And I'm like really proud of myself, because, you know, it's a lot of times where I could have just, like, you know, gave up and just been like, fuck it, like, fuck this shit, I don't gotta deal with this shit. You know, sometimes I might not choose the best way to deal with it, I feel like, but I'm learning, and I'm just human. I'm a human person, a real human woman being, and like sometimes I am able to get upset where I'm angry and I want to curse, or I just, you know, I might give you you know, so I think sometimes too I just don't be wanting to be bothered, because like I'm, you know, so much build up, especially right now. It's a lot of build up, and just feel like people be just trying to like find some way to try to aggravate me, and I don't like that at all, because I don't feel like I'm that type of person to try to aggravate people. And then I'm another type, you know, also I'm not a child. Like, you're not gonna treat me like a child. I might be short and stuff, but I'm not a child. I'm not a child. And ain't, like I said, ain't nobody perfect. So that's just how I look at it, like, you know. And then you gotta treat somebody how you want to be treated. But if you treating me a certain way, you gotta expect that you're gonna get that same kind of treatment back, you know. Especially if I'm like out in public and you just, you know, they be surprised, because I be seeing it in people's eyes and they face. They be surprised when I be like, you know, because they just think I'm all like quiet and whatever, and like reserved, or I don't know, just, yeah. So I be having to let people know, you know, like, okay, yeah, I might be a certain height, or you might think I'm this age, or whatever, this, that, and the third, but I'm not. I don't like, you know. Sometimes it's a time and a place for certain things for you to like maybe try to have some kind of authority with me. But then other times, especially if you don't have that authority, you're not gonna, it's not gonna go over well with me. And I'm just sorry to say that, but it's not, because like I said, I'm not a child. I'm not, and I know who my mom is. I know who raised me. I know where I came from. I could say the only thing I don't know part of me that I came from is my father's side. That's the only side I don't know, but that's neither here or there, and that's a whole nother story in itself. Yeah, and I think people think too, because I'm always like, you know, by myself, that I don't got nobody, or this, that, and the third. You're very wrong for that. So you can think that all you want. Yeah, I just wanted to do this video, because I kind of decided I think I might want to deactivate my Instagram page for a little while, or maybe just not be on there like that, because I know I need a break, and it's just been like so much stuff going on, and like I feel like people been trying to get my attention, but I'm not really focused on anybody right now other than myself and my family, you know, trying to keep that intact. And I got like goals and stuff that I want to do for myself right now. Like I want to, you know, a list. I can make a list. And, you know, I don't make lists of almost whatever. I just be writing shit down all the damn time. And I don't know. I guess that's just a habit from school and growing up. That's how I was. Writing stuff down, and if I don't like how it look, I'll crunch it up and then start a whole new page and have all these pens and pencils, and I haven't lost none of that habit. It's still have all of that. It's crazy. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna end the video on this note, and yeah, I just wanted to say that and get it off my chest. I don't know.